So a drum roll, please. I don't know how you do that. Look. Yeah. Okay. Right. So if you could read and inwardly digest, and then read it out to us.
I once worked for the Pope. Right. I once worked for the Pope.
Right. So, there we go. Andrew once worked for the Pope. That's a bold claim. But do we have any questions? Straight off the bat. Me.
Which Pope?
Which Pope? Well, there's more than one. Oh, you mean the past Pope? What you have to remember about this anecdote is it all happened a very long time ago. It was one of the old ones. There's a John Paul something. John Paul, definitely John Paul.
John Paul.
John Paul.
Yes.
Can you speak Latin?
Can I speak Latin?
Yeah.
I did actually, believe it or not, I did study Latin at school, but I can't remember a word of it. But I didn't have to communicate in Latin with my employer at the time. He spoke Polish.
Hang on. There's a question here.
Dropping that little fact, to catch him off guard.
What was your job?
What was my job? Okay, I wasn't a priest. It wasn't a religious thing. I didn't have any actual direct dealings with him. But the job was I was an actor.
In the fight for God.
So you were an actor?
I'm embellishing a little bit there.
Okay, any other questions? Yes, Neil.
Well, I'll just be a bit more specific about what you mean by you were an actor.
Yeah, I was acting for the Pope.
As the Pope?
John Paul.
What were you doing? Like performing for him?
No. It was the Pope, John Paul II. Remember that now. This was when I was working in Poland, and I was employed to act in his film. Actually, he wrote a film, and I acted in it.
Right. Okay. Any more questions for Andrew? Any more questions? Hang on. Yeah. Here we go.
What was the film, and also what's wrong with your ear?
I'm deaf in one ear. Canna's got a uni boob, I've got a uni ear. So I'm actually deaf in this ear, so I can't hear very well, so that's why I'm doing this. Does that help?
Is that true? Or is that
no, it's true. That bit's true. I can't hear in stereo. Never mind 5.1.
What was the question? What was the film, Andrew?
So I have to admit that what you got to remember is that this all happened a very long time ago. And I don't remember the name of the film, because it's in Polish anyway. But what it was he needed English people in his film. He needed sort of a bit of, I don't know why, because the whole film was set in Latin land. But he needed some English people, and I was an English person, and I was working in Poland. And he said, look, he didn't say anything to me. He was working through these mysterious cloaked figures who would visit me at 3 a.m, and just give little instructions, and I would just obey them.
Okay, right. There's another question.
No, absolutely.
The problem is with your ear, but you can hear yourself, right?
I'm sorry?
You can hear yourself, right? You don't need to hold your ear like that to hear yourself.
I just like to hear what the rebound is from the room. I'm playing the room here, The room is my instrument. And I just need to hear how it's bouncing back at me.
Feisty bunch tonight, Andrew. Right, hang on.
What were you doing in Poland? Why Poland?
Oh, what was I doing in Poland?
Oh, hang on.
I'm very glad you asked that question.
You could be onto something.
No,
any follow-up questions?
What was I doing in Poland? Oh, can I ask that question? Oh, no.
Hang on. Hang on.
All right. Okay. I was teaching English and Latin, despite having very little knowledge of Latin. But it's amazing. As long as you're one page ahead in the textbook, you can get away with all sorts.
Is the Pope Catholic?
This one was a bear. He was an incontinent bear. He had a little log cabin in the woods. And,
Was he Catholic?
he was Catholic. He defines what Catholic is.
Are you the next pope?
Am I the next Pope?
No. Whoever the smoke, is he white or black? No.
Am I the next
Are you
Pope?
the next Pope? I think.
No, I'm not the next Pope.
We may be going.
Well, you've got to nominate me.
I'll take one more final question before we're going to put this to the vote. Is there a hand over there? Yeah. Okay. Coming. Final question for Andrew. I'm very confused with. Right. Okay.
So, were you playing the Pope in a film, and have you seen other films that you've been in?
Right. No, I have to say, when I said I was an actor, I was embellishing.
You were lying.
A little. No, well, you could say lying. You could say embellishing. I was embellishing. I was more of a sort of. I would say voice artist. I was a voice artist, and I simply spoke as if I was the people in the background. So it wasn't like I was the main person. I was like more of a background figure, and I spoke as if I was that person.
Could we have seen this film? Could we have seen this film?
I very much doubt it.
Very much
I very much doubt it.
Okay, right.
I haven't seen the whole of it, and I was in it.
Right, I'm going to put it to the vote because I think we've established what we need to establish. I think so. From this lovely audience, how many of you think that Andrew is lying? Who thinks that Andrew is lying?
Just because what is truth and what is lies?
There's a fair number, and who thinks he's telling the truth? I think the majority think that you're telling the truth. So it's sort of two goes one way. So Andrew, can you reveal, were you telling the truth?
No, it was actually true.
Oh,
yeah. I'm disappointed in myself. Yeah.
So just say that because at Christmas we had the wonderful Mary Berry who told us that she'd been, I think, mugged on the underground in a knife attack, and I didn't give me a chance to explain. So can you just tell us what happened? What was this film?
Well, I don't know the name of the film. It was written by the Pope at the time, and I was teaching English in Poland in Warsaw, and they wanted English speakers to do overdubbing for the English version of this film. And it wasn't even a major part, it was just like background people. So I played, I was a butler, I was a wounded soldier, I was a crowd of revolutionaries, because they just kept on saying, no, keep on shouting, more bread, more bread, more bread, more bread. And that built up until it was like a whole crowd shouting for more bread. And like, I've not heard of like the carb-free diet, I mean, honestly. But, and what else? A wounded soldier, and I was, people. I was people walking in the background in an art gallery, and so I walk around going, "Oh, that's quite nice. I like that. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it?" It's like he didn't know when to stop. It's quite embarrassing. Just keeping, I got in trouble though because I was playing a butler, and he put down. He had to sort of synchronise it with the film, with the image, and he put down this very heavy. I was really getting into the character of this butler, and he put down this tray. I went, oh, Jesus Christ. And the director said, Andrew, in a film written by the Pope, maybe you shouldn't say Jesus Christ. And that was a true story.
So can we thank Andrew? You're a wonderful Oojah.